Yeah, today we're going to be talking about identity. It's taken us now, 4 months to really craft where we're at here with Save Club. And as we're growing the company globally, I was really thinking about it this past weekend about what type of identity, what do we want to be known for? And it's really it's the same message. It's saving more, earning more, and living more. And how we put that into actions with all these tools and products that we've got into place right now. And really, if we can help people save money, that's the key thing is uh, bringing more value to somebody than what they're spending is just a great way to get it started. And there's no better way to do that than with free. So our free mobile app has really got a big upgrade now with our Give 5, Get 5 promotions. I want to let everybody know that we are now live. So our Give 5, Get 5 promotion is live. When you go to your app and you visit it, it's going to ask you to update the app. And I'm going to pull up some slides here to show you guys what that means. So on the app, there is a new area, and I'm going to show you my screen so you can see what that looks like. All right, so inside of the back office of the app, so once you're downloaded the app and you got your update, you'll see that we've got a new area right here. It says Learn, where we're going to be putting in a complete piece there. And then we've got this Get 5, Give 5 section. And at the bottom of that section, you have share tools in here. And at the bottom of the section, there's all types of statistics. Right now, because it's brand new, the update just went live, you'll start to see all the people that you've shared with, who's uploaded a card, who's spent $25, how many $5 promotions that you have earned. And all these new updates are in both the Android and Apple Store, not to mention a lot of new dining options, new gift card options. We're just now, loaded up. There's also a new mapping feature inside of the app as well, where inside a city, we're getting so many restaurants in a city, like for Las Vegas, it was just all blue dots. And so now there's a new feature where inside the map, it'll show like 8, 10, 5, and you can kind of drill down. So it's a lot easier to search per region. Right here, I'm just kind of highlighting all the new gift cards and restaurants that are
And I did the
now part of
update
the app.
right before. Yeah, I did the update right before the Zoom. It took 30 seconds. It works perfectly, looks amazing. So everybody get on that today.
Yeah, well, yeah, and now it's like easy to share. And remember, all the free people. So you see the little blue dots here. You can just and then you can zoom in. You click on one, and it'll drill down into the city. And so yeah, we're just getting so many restaurants, so many different places to save that we had to redo the map so that it's actually easier to navigate. So yeah, so pretty good app updates. The app team's been really developing there. And there's just going to be more and more to come with the app. But here's the important thing. You can now give the app when they download the app, spend $25 on anything that's there. They get cash back and $5, and you get $5. Now, here's the great part. The free person, just the free app user, can share the app, get 5, give 5, and on and on and on and on. Now, what's interesting, as you're building your business, if you've got free members sharing with other free members, what happens is they're earning the $5, which we love that promotion, but also there's cash back that's being generated. And with our cashback match program, when someone's using the get 5 give 5 promotion, we'll actually contact that person who is a free member who referred another free member and let them know if they upgrade to affiliate, they'll have additional money from the cashback match. So we just keep layering on ways to get people involved with Save Club, saving money, and then earning money. And again, that just goes right back with our theme really the identity of what we're doing here is just a place to save more and earn more. Now, um, with the app, we're rolling it out. We do have the Canadian office started. There's been a location identified. It's going to be leased up and built, and then following that is going to be Canadian phone numbers and then Canadian deals. So that's the next big development there. It's not something that goes lightly to enter a country and really turn on those different markets, but coast to coast, we'll be doing the same thing here, and the Give 5, Get 5 promotion will also roll straight into the Canadian market as
Charles, can
well.
you imagine how many restaurants in Toronto and Vancouver and Edmonton and Calgary? It's going to be insane.
Oh
Who would
yeah.
to be getting them
Oh yeah,
all?
no, yeah, Toronto is just it's such a massive market, and the dining in Toronto is amazing too. It's so eclectic with all the different markets and cities and all of that. So yeah, just another round of developments here. I also got an update here for our Averderm. So we have been shipping Averderm all around the world. That's it's been pretty exciting getting it out there. I'm gonna pull my Averderm screen up here and let you guys know. So we've been shipping Averderm now. It's been reaching all over the places. We got one box that was opened by customs and rejected in Australia, but then all the other boxes made it. And so we've tested different carriers, and now we're working on our integrations to get our international shipping costs down. Yeah, the thing is, when you until you actually go have the shipping completed, then we get an invoice from these international shippers. It's not like the integration here. The integration in the United States, it's like real-time USPS shipping dollar amounts, and it calculates right inside the shopping cart we got there. But we'll be making a shopping cart enhancement, which will then get us to our shipping enhancement. But the products are just I've discounted them so much at 70%, and really we're seeing is great testimonials flying through, products being delivered. We had a testimony last call that on Monday they ordered on Friday, and by Monday they had the products in the UK, and so that was very positive. But the other day, Dave went into a local store, and said, "Okay, what else is out there? Let's talk about pricing and comparison with the products." And with Save Club, it's all about value. We want to bring the best stuff out there and give the absolute best value so that people can save money. Dave made this video here for just walking in. Dave, where'd you go? Was this a CVS or Walgreens?
That was at Walgreens.
Okay, so oh,
You might need to share your sound too on that.
yeah. I think we're okay. Let's see.
All right, let's compare Icy Hot, a spray, $17.99. Basically, two ingredients: camphor and menthol. Okay, they have a
That all right?
roll on $12.99. What's in it? Just lidocaine. That's the only thing in this for $12.99. $9.99. Just lidocaine. Okay. Icy Max Hot lidocaine. Two ingredients: menthol 1%. Okay. And let's see what else we got here. Some nerve pain, 27%. Lidocaine and menthol. So basically the same things.
So the other key thing here, Dave, and Dave goes through a whole bunch of products there on those ingredients where you've got this product and it's two ingredients. Also, those aerosols have like an ounce or less of material in there, whereas the value of the lotion, there's 150 milliliters in the big bottles. So it's like 5 ounces of product in there, and these are just I only put 9 ingredients on this page because that's all that I could fit. But you saw those other products, they've got like camphor and they got menthol. Some of them have lidocaine. None of them had more than 2 ingredients. And, like this product here, where you're getting, over 4 ounces in this big bottle. But look at all these other ingredients that are inside the lotion here, from organic aloe vera to the calendula, the Tilla cordata, and all these other ingredients here. Nothing bad. And then all these actives plus the nano CBD and the nano CBG. I mean, the product's loaded up. And then on the roll-on here, same thing. Just, powerhouse ingredients plus all this amazing stuff and the organic aloe. And really just the value. And this is just the beginning of what we're starting to do with these ingredients and products that are coming in to the exclusive deals. I got really excited about the exclusive deals as I started onboarding new brands this last week. And we're really helping the brands by, uploading all these and building out amazing marketing materials, gathering up the testimonials. It's a real big value add as we're working with the brands. And it's a value add to the Save Club members, because this is how it works. As we've got this pain, pain's such a acute thing. Like, if you've got pain and you're looking for a solution, you'll try just about anything. And when we bring the barrier of entry so low, because we've got these great marketing pieces, we've got these low-priced products, they're not only low price because of the Save Club membership. We're able to bring people in, show them, compare with what's going on, and then the testimonials will start rising, the Save Club discount. It is just, this is a tool to get people interested in a product and interested inside of the membership. It's a bridge to go from someone's got a problem, we've got a solution, and then we've got the best possible value for them. Now, there's another product that we're getting the lab report on that is coming out. It should be up today. This one here is a 2-ounce pain gel. It's got 1,200 milligrams of CBD. It's in a beautiful airless pump. Now, this product, sells for like up to $40, right? I put it into the Averderm website for $25, but I did that because I want, with the 70% discount, for this product to be available for $7.50. I mean, that we looked at the shelf, we looked at the price, we did a straight comparison of what's on the shelf, what's online, what's available, and then to deliver a product like this that works instantly, but bring the price point, bring the barrier of entry down to $7.50. That's just another way to get somebody interested in what's going on. Now, here's another exciting thing we got going on. I've developed a software program in conjunction with a team that is just phenomenal, and it works with stores on Shopify already. It's already built that way, and we're going to be migrating these products onto this store. This is how it works. When someone goes in, first of all, it's going to be only accessible, the discounts are going to be only accessible through your Save Club back office. So no more coupon codes. It's going to be a custom link that links to your member ID. It brings you straight into the shopping cart, and the prices are already adjusted. So no more coupon code. It's just the prices are already adjusted, and you can purchase, right there. The products will be fulfilled. But here's what comes back. We get a report back from that shopping cart of who purchased what and the dollar amounts. This now allows us to put dollars onto the product and put those dollars into the matrix. So all these products, even though they're not Save Club products, we're putting money back into the compensation plan. So this fulfills our promise of giving an amazing price, but then commissioning these products. So this is like another groundbreaking thing, but it required us to put another layer of technology in here. Now, there are hundreds. I've been contacted by dozens and dozens of companies. There are hundreds of companies that are in Australia, in Canada, in the UK, in China, in Australia, or in India, that they're there with their products and they need customers. So they're going to give discounts to our Save Club members, and we're going to take that extra money and we're going to put it straight into the compensation plan and distribute it through the matrix. This expands our product line and expands what you can get paid on by immeasurable numbers. Now, we're doing this already with the shopping portal, and some of those shopping portal discounts, it's cash back, and it's 2%, 3%, 5%, 10%, and so on. But when we're talking about getting discounts of like 30 to 70% on these products that really fit what we do as network marketers, they're incredible products. They're like above and beyond when it comes to a product story. And me being in the nutritional products industry for the last 23 years, I'm cherry picking the best stuff, and we're bringing these products in here. Hey Pete, share a little bit. I'm going to grab some of the stuff that's coming in and explain the relationships of
Well, first I got to share a hack. So I was riding my motorcycle last week for way too long. My back was killing me, and I don't have the squeezy one, but I have the roll on. And so my hack is I put the roll on, and it's still pretty hot here in San Diego. So I just stand in front of the air conditioner for a second. Oh my God. And it's literally like the pain is gone in like 10 seconds. It's wild. And then I do it again, and then I let it dry and lay down, and it just eradicates pain. So yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff coming out.
So it's going to happen because when I'm working with brands directly, we're able to get the best quality products. I'm cherry picking formulators, scientists, very passionate people that have incredible stories, and they desperately want to bring their products out and have a forum to do it. So we're going to be doing webinars like this, having these brand owners come in and do infomercial style presentations. So you don't have to do the presenting. You share a video, you share the materials. But I'm going to go find the best products that have the latest technology. I'm sure many of you have heard of, it's kind of glary there, of NAD and how important it is out there. Well, there's a lot of NAD products that are just not good. So we find the best one that's already set up. They've got the store, they've got the fulfillment. This brand has been around for 20 years. These products that came out in just the last 6 months, and we're cherry picking them, getting them into Save Club, giving you the discount, and then getting the additional compensation into the comp plan. So there, another one. You guys probably have heard of all the buzz around GLP-1s and semi-glutides. It's like one of the biggest growths of any type of industries is that weight loss. Well, we've got drinks and sprays from companies that have already developed these amazing products, and we're getting them right into the situation. So the same way that they're rolling out, and we're going to keep going. Again, I've already got dozens of products lined up, but these are huge savings, like up to 70% off on this. What we're doing with Averderm is like really special. Like that's crazy discounts. But these quality products, like it costs a lot for them to build these products, yet we're getting them at wholesale and giving them wholesale pricing to us. They're already selling. These guys are doing over $200,000 a month through their store, yet they're giving us crazy discounts because they're spending that. Like the amount of money that these brands have to spend on Google pay-per-click and all the different advertising, and they don't even know if that stuff's really going to convert to sales for them. They'll go, well, we'll rather give you guys the maximum amount of discount because, number one, we've got the right culture. We've got people that really will appreciate and love these products and talk about them. We've got people that will listen. Just the fact we've got 160 people on the webinar. Well, when you hear from these people, this group here, these ladies have the most incredible story with Averderm, okay? And they're out there. They've got like a ton of these products, and they're extremely passionate because the products that were coming off the shelves got their family members sick, like ill from all the dyes and chemicals and bad stuff, and they just decided to build their own line and put it out there as a Averderm. they love our plan. They love exactly what we're doing here at Save Club, and they've given us the max amount of discount. So as fast as I can onboard these brands, you're just going to see our deals and just grow and grow and grow and grow. So unlike other companies that just have a small lineup of products, or it's hard for them to develop more products because the amount of money and energy it takes to do the science, the research, the packing, the canning, like the types of things that have to happen, then um, it's hard for any one company to do that. But with Save Club, we got to just absorb these companies in, take the equivalency of their advertising budget, give it as a discount, take the extra money, put it into the comp plan, revolutionary to anything that's come before inside of network marketing. So that's a good one. Here's another group here. Pete actually found this this company here, Dr. Logan, who what would you say, Pete? Top of the game as far as science and technology, PhD, a whole team of PhDs working for him. Some of the most impressive laboratories. You want to share your experience there, Pete?
Yeah, I mean, I was working with a big company before Save Club, and we had a pretty killer lab. But this guy had a lab. I've never seen anything like it. He does testing for the state of California and all these doctors and everything. And he had some machines, and I mean, I had to ask him, "What are these things?" And they were, these giant centrifuge clean room things and everything. Yeah, he's a really, really sharp guy. Spent the whole afternoon with him. Very knowledgeable. Really, really good prices to start with. And then when we apply it to our Save Club, what we do here, it's going to be nuts. I mean, we're going to undercut. It's going to be crazy. So
Yeah,
even
and
Amazon and stuff won't be able to compete.
yeah, and it's all about value. And that's where, I want to just go back to identity, where if we're known as the place where you get value, where you leverage your membership, and even on just one order, like even like on some of these kits, even just you buy just one or two products from a company like that, it's far more than $20 in savings right there. And so as these stories, as this starts to happen, um, we just keep growing. We just keep growing our product base, and you'll find a product that changes your life, and you can talk about it. That's one of the powerful things about network marketing and nutritional network marketing is that you find a product, maybe like you start drinking the GLP-1 drink and you lose a whole bunch of weight. People ask you what happened. It was I buy this product. The product has a story, but if they want to buy the product for the best possible price, become a Save Club member first. So that's just how we keep building loyalty, and we want to be known as a place that is bringing the best stuff at the best value, and that when you're out shopping, you think of Save Club first, above the other places that you're finding products there.
Hey, Charles,
Yeah, go ahead.
what's really cool too, guys, is as you're saving money, before maybe you have an expense. Okay, I want to go buy this pain gel. Okay, I got to get, reach in my pocket, go to Walgreens, spend a bunch of money. But instead, I went and got an oil change and I saved 20 bucks out the oil change that I was going to buy anyway. Now I got 20 bucks to go and buy this at wholesale. So as you're saving money on everything else, cutting your bills and all this kind of stuff, now you have excess money in your budget. So now as you're getting these other brand deals that are coming to the table, it's almost like getting some of them for free because you're saving money on everything you do. That's really the power of Save Club, not including the money that you're making just by recommending it. To have all these things, happening here and having all these brand deals come to the table is just insane. Because literally now there isn't anything that Save Club doesn't offer. Someone's like, "Oh, I'm in a travel deal. Cool. We offer the cheapest travel." Hey, I'm in a pain deal. Cool. We offer the cheapest pain. Hey, we also offer free appetizers and free food. Well, look, we have auto, we have appliances. I mean, name one product that we can't or don't offer in Save Club. It's not out there for a ridiculous low price, killer comp plan, and everything else we're doing with these big, big brands coming to us now. And these brands weren't MLM brands. These brands were just big brands that are coming to us,
Yeah.
now allowing us to make money off of these massive brands that have a lot of R&D, a lot of tech, a lot of cool products too. Like that GLP-1 is
Yeah.
killer and just exciting stuff.
So Dave, I came out with my marketing agency in the year of 2005. And running a marketing agency, I work with hundreds of brands over the last 20 years, and the brands all have something in common. They want customers, and the brands know if they want customers, they've got to have an advertising budget. And so by what we're doing is taking the equivalency of the advertising budget, applying it to a discount, now applying it into the commissions, and then paying the members. And so your job as Save Club affiliates is to just continue to build up that membership and stick with the idea of save more, earn more, and that's how you build up the lifestyle that you're looking for. And it's really just like when you're able to promote a product, and now those product sales, they're not just going to be applied to a discount, but applied to dollars that enter the compensation plan and get paid out through the matrix. That's a huge step. So it's even more dollars coming into the plan. But what we know is failing and not necessarily it's the trend of overpriced products, which has happened in this industry for a long time. I mean, Pete, you were saying that how much was it for 20 servings, the product that you were selling the company, you know,
$160, right? Still is $8 a serving.
wow, you know, and so these overpriced products, people aren't going to pay that anymore. Like it worked, and it worked for like 30 years, being able to sell overpriced products and have the commissions flow into the compensation plan, and it fed a lot of mouths, and it made for a big industry, and it got really good products to people. But the name of the game in 2025 and soon to be 2026 is going to be value. And so now we're going to be supplying value and being able to do the compensation plan. And so we're just really going to be at the cutting edge of where this goes. And this is where we're going to be able to attract in the biggest leaders and the biggest marketers, the biggest names in advertising, the biggest networks, the biggest communities, the biggest fundraising opportunities, because we're going to be leading with just pure value. Now, here's the big announcement that's also part of this new technology stack. So as we bring in these products where it's, you know, there's no more coupon codes coming. It's going to be a straight login to a cart. The products are going to be automatically discounted. Now, when you purchase those products, it's going to say, would you like to share this? Okay, you just bought this product. Would you like to share it? Yeah, I'd like to share it. Well, you share it with the discount, and it shows both prices. It shows what the regular price is on their website, which they still have tons of customers buying it at that price. Then it shows the Save Club membership price. Well, when they go to check out and it's like, do you want the regular price or do you want the Save Club price? They go, I want the Save Club price. And they go, okay, sign up for Save Club. Now they're enrolling for Save Club to buy this product and falling into your matrix underneath your ID, and you're getting the fast start commission. Do you understand that? So now we're going to have an arsenal of products. I mean, right now we just have a couple, but when we've got hundreds of products, when you're able to help somebody with their pain and they're like, man, I don't want to pay $40 for this product. I want to pay $12. Okay, well, it's $20. I'm saving $28, and it's $20 for the membership. I can risk-free trial it. Boom. And so now you're getting members coming into your organization that are not necessarily coming in through a Save Club funnel. They're coming in for just the pure value of owning the membership to buy the product that they want for that problem. Maybe they got inflammation and they want the liposomal curcumin. They want the best curcuminoids on the planet to deal with their inflammation or the weight loss, or they want the NAD for the energy and these components. So yeah, these developments, very excited about bringing them in place. And how I got to this was solving the international products. Like, so how do we get products in all the international markets? Well, the best thing to do is just start with the products that are already there, work with those business owners, get the discount, get the money in the comp plan, and boom, we're able to take the best products in that market with a warehouse already full of stuff, with all of their customer service and their team in place. And they hold their relationship with Save Club as like sacred, because we're an advertising channel for them where they don't have to pay for it until a product is sold. So we become the most valuable advertising channel for them, because we've got loyal customers that are going to share the products, that have real testimonials, that are part of membership base, and they're protected because people can only access it through the back office of Save Club. So just,
I love what you did there, because that's genius, Charles, because if it was just a coupon code, people would try to cheat the system. Then that hurts the guy who's selling at retail. And it's just like if I'm standing outside Costco, I don't know how much paper towels are inside Costco unless I go inside. And if I'm not a member, I can't see that. So I love what you did there. And that's going to protect, his retail brand, but it also gives us that exclusivity, I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. And with the new we're working all the kinks out. So Zoom, I've learned Zoom. When we first started, I didn't know anything about Zoom. I'd get onto these calls, there's like hundreds and hundreds of people there, and I didn't know how it worked, but I feel comfortable with it now. But we've got a new platform that's a full like shop on the webinar. So as people come on, we share our products, it displays the website, and people can shop right there on the website, and everything's linked to all the affiliate codes and all of that. So, I mean, QVC, Home Shopping Network, like we're moving into that space with Save Club, and then it just further attracts better personalities. And look, I don't want to be the one doing these webinars. We're going to bring amazing presenters. I'd like to get more women in here, more that know how to connect. The ladies with Averderm, I mean, they're gonna have people crying with the ethos behind the company and what they're doing. I mean, they're just really passionate about what they've done here. So, with any business, it's about talent, and it's about finding the best talent. Like leadership quality people are so rare, but I'll tell you, when you start working with entrepreneurs that have gone, a long way, that like Dr. Logan, who's been to medical school, developed a lab, put all the money up, developed these labs, developed all these products. Like that's a leadership quality person. When you hear from him, when you hear him talk, it's like great. So now the Save Club affiliates, we now have a literal superstar here to present, and we're just going to keep gathering talent and gathering brands like this, so that when someone comes and they look at Save Club for the first time and they go, whoa, like they've got all that stuff working for them, and all the video and all the media. So I feel we're in a place now where we're really going to be revolutionizing the way that advertising is done. And I know that the prize is that $1 trillion a year in advertising that's out there, and it's going to be the smart marketers, the best products, and the best value for the customers, because what we're doing here is a win-win-win. If there's a loser in the situation, if the Save Club members are losing, if the Save Club affiliates are losing, if the Save Club advertisers, the people that choose to advertise their brands to us, if there's a loser in the equation, we just won't do it. And this thing's just built for everyone to win. So, I know deep down that what we're doing is going to bring value to every person in the supply chain, and when that catches fire, it's just going to go viral like crazy. So I wanted to open up to Dave so he can show you his content drop stuff for the week. Dave, you want to pull that up and share it, and then we're going to get into a big round of Q&A. So get your questions ready. Oh, and I want to thank everybody who sent in a Averderm testimony. On Wednesday, I'm going to be announcing a testimonial drive. So if you've got Averderm products, you like how they work, you have an authentic testimonial, we're going to put a link there, a website link for Averderm to send in your testimonials, and then you'll get a gift card for free products. So it's going to be pretty generous. So that's cool. So we'll get more, kind of incentivize people who are early on, who order products, who have a testimonial. And when we get that testimonial in, the customer service team at Averderm is going to send you a gift card for free products.
Yeah, this week we have a lot in the drop, everybody. Remember, these drops come every week. Make sure you're utilizing them, because you can utilize the new drops and all the other drops, okay? So if you're new here, what we do is we try to give you stuff to market so you don't have to figure stuff out. A lot of you don't know how to make good videos, good graphics, etc. So what we do is we go ahead and just do it for you. So I'm going to share this out here if again. So we do fun stuff, like this Australia one for you in Australia, or people. They're real quick. They're great to grab social media attention. We did this Averderm Reel that you can grab.
Are you tired of living with pain? Introducing Averderm, your instant relief solution. With 9 powerful botanicals and a remarkable 2,000 milligrams of nano CBD, Averderm is designed to target discomfort at the source. Just roll it on and feel the soothing effects immediately. Averderm harnesses the natural.
So we got that. We got graphics that you can grab and use. We got our elite travel. Got that. Food, of course. We love food. And we got some other graphics here for the fundraiser. We have so many things, everybody. We got so many awesome things that we do. So we kind of did a variety. See how to get paid to travel. Want to get paid to travel. You know, we got a couple cool graphics there. We got some health. Our healthcare is really, really big. All these are really fun to post. Just and here's some pain ones here that are pretty good too.
Yeah, Dave. I'll tell you about the pain piece here. We also have the new page 21. The 21st funnel is up, and it's in the back office here.
And again, Charles, maybe I should describe how to use pain, because people are saying, okay, we got this product for pain. It's a member-only benefit. How do I make money with that? And so we designed this comp plan, get your piece of the pain industry, or the $100 billion pain industry. You got to know there are network marketing companies and MLMs that are just basically dedicated to this, that sell very expensive products, okay? And they sell very expensive products. And, you know, the reason pain works is because when people see something instantly, like we've had testimonials where people have just rubbed it on and said, oh my gosh, the pain is gone. When you have a product that it gets instant results, you could build a multi-million-dollar business overnight, okay? So now what we do is say, hey, listen, we have the video that we're going to show where, like, you go into Walgreens, like I showed, and $27 for 2 ingredients, right? Our product, $12 or even $7.50 on the new product. And all you got to do is have our $20 membership. Well, and on top of that, you can also not only get this for $7.50, but how about getting free food? How about saving hundreds off appliances? How about getting 80% off travel, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? So we build up the membership and say, this is just one of our exclusive deals. Now, do you know anybody that has pain? You want to make some money, become an affiliate, because this is one of the easiest products. But hey, if you also know people that love to travel, do you know people that love to eat? Do you know people that buy appliances? Do you know people that need health care for your family? Well, guess what? We are basically an umbrella of everything all in one. So it is a conversation starter. But there are so many people in pain. And here's what I know about pain, everybody. If you have pain, you don't even care what the price is. You want it to go away. Okay. I remember I pulled my back one time. I mean, I went to Walgreens and I bought everything. I didn't even know they were, until yesterday, I didn't know they all had the same thing. I just bought them all and put them on. Like an idiot because I was in pain so bad. I was just like, whatever, just put it on. Right. So the thing is when people are in pain, they don't really even care. But if you could give them a product that's affordable, that has instant results, because some of this other stuff that's sold out there in our industry is not instant. It's a lot of placebo. They say it's pain and it's expensive, and people put stuff on and they don't feel any difference at all. And so we wanted to have this capture page so you can go out there and attract it. I mean, I know a guy that was in the special forces, and he was out there, man. He's like, those guys will do anything, you know, to get rid of pain. I mean, so you have people. My mom's 80 years old. You know, she feels a lot of pain. So you could get people that will, again, too, just come in for the $20 membership just to buy the product, and that fills your matrix. Because this is a great product to just load up with customers. Not everybody's into making money, but there's people that will buy this over and over and over again, plus want to take advantage of everything else we offer, plus the cash back.
Well, and Dave, that's actually a good example. And one of the reasons why, I put out this 2-ounce pain gel Averderm product for $7.50. It's one of those things that if, you know, it's, first of all, it's 2 ounces, you can travel with it, small. But if someone's dealing with pain, you put it on them and they're going to be like, I want to buy that right now. Well, give it to them for $10, give it to them for 20. It's worth it, but the thing is, it's like you're able to demonstrate something and then you can direct them into what's going on. And really, when I'm thinking about building the tools, it's like building an armory of tools and weapons to attack with, where we've got every different component. So it's like sometimes you want to use a tank, sometimes you want to use an airplane, sometimes you need a knife or something. Well, we've got all these different tools, and it can seem a little overwhelming. It can be like, well, what do I lead with? There's this diversity of ways I could build the Save Club business. Well, you might want to just get good at the one thing. You might get good at just get good at that one tool. Maybe it's you lead with pain, or maybe you lead with fundraising. But when you identify that, get good at that. It's great to know about everything, because who knows when you're in a conversation and someone's dealing with chronic inflammation, or they're dealing with pain, or they just happen to have a big organization. Last week I had mentioned my friend Ricky, who's got a business where he's got 9,000 employees. Well, it's like, that's a completely unrelated business, but I use the tool of the free app. I go, well, here's a free app, get 5, give 5. Go give this app to your 9,000 people. They'll go get $5. If all of them do it, your business, you got an extra 45 grand up front, plus a lifetime of cashback match from all those people who use it long term. But that was just one thing, because he wasn't interested in the other things. But I know our products, I know these tools well, so I was able kind of to lead with the need, and we'll get to that. But I wanted to leave ample time to do Q&A. On Friday was not the right time to do Q&A, but I'm going to hang out here as long as we need to answer questions about these new programs or whatever. Go ahead, David. We'll start with you. Yep. Hey, David.
Yeah, so just quick question. I really like the healthcare hub, and I like the video that's within the members area. Is there going to be a funnel that'll be developed to be able to promote that?
Dave, let's put that on a development list. It seems like we have a video.
You've got a wonderful video that you actually watch when you go in to see what's in there. It's really well done and everything, but there isn't anything to sort of walk people through a funnel.
Yeah. You know what? We can have, we'll in the meantime, I'll pull that video. Actually, Dave, maybe you can grab it from the Vimeo and just post it in here right now. And then, you utilize that video as just kind of an easy way to show somebody, then you can lead them in. But then we'll do a page. Yeah, then we could do a landing page like that. So yeah, that's a great suggestion.
Yeah, I mean, with all the changes in terms of Medicare and Medicaid, and health insurance is going to go through the roof, and people are going to be losing their insurance. So I think the pain and the healthcare piece are going to be really big sellers.
I'm going to post 2 real quick. I did a nice walkthrough on the portal as well, and I'm going to post that right now in chat so you guys can all grab that. It's a walkthrough I did, kind of showing you what it looks like as a member. So I did that, and I'm going to get you the other healthcare video as well. But
okay, Sandra, I want to keep these going. I see a lot of questions coming, so we'll just kind of speed through these as we can. Go ahead, Sandra.
To taking my call. I'm from Canada, and question is, do we have access to the updated app, and can we share it in Canada? 5 get 5.
So only USA phone numbers are set up for the app right now, so Canadian phone numbers don't go. If you are a USA phone number and you're in Canada, you can get the app. What you can do is you can promote the app to USA phone numbers, and you still get paid the get 5 give 5. So anyone globally can promote the app, and when someone downloads the app, spends $25, you'll both get $5. So that was an additional development, because the way that the app is set up is it pays the $5 to the app user. So if you have the app and you refer it, your $5 comes right through the app and pays you right to your card that you have on file. If you don't have the app, then the payments will come through the regular Save Club compensation. By the way, compensation did run on Friday, but there was an issue at the bank. There was an ACH. There was a problem with the ACH file that was sent over, and we corrected it, sent it over back on Friday, but it missed the ACH window for the day. And normally it just processes like really fast. Today happens to be a banking holiday as well. And so if some people got paid, if you got paid through the payment portal or through other methods, all that went through. But I'm just letting you guys know, if you're wondering, there was a commission glitch. It'll be settled tomorrow morning. So sorry about that.
One more question. The
Yeah.
app, where do we find the link for the app to give out? Does they have to put their email and opt in first before they get access to the app?
Absolutely. Yeah. So right here, if you can see my screen, you go to your back office, you click on my websites, and it'll bring you to this page. And then the one that's converting the best, so we have two app downloads right here. We got one for this is purely for customers, and this one's for make money with giving away the app. And then we have another one. Let me see if it's in here yet. We have another page that's not in here right now, but I know it's in the development queue, and that is for the Give 5, Get 5. So we've got the whole Give 5, Get 5 video up there. In fact, Dave, do you have that video? You want to, if you have that to share, drop it in the links here so people can see what's coming.
The Get 5 one, the Vimeo.
Yeah, because we have a Get 5, Give 5 promotional video that will be on a landing page with the capture and all that. It's just not there yet. So you can utilize those current pages now. You can share the Get 5, Give 5 video, then send them to that landing page, and then once they're in, they go. And then the new tour pages are also, the tour's fine. The tour's converting, it's working fine, but we have a new tour, a new look that is pretty sexy, new look that all those will be coming live, probably by Wednesday. And the reason we did that is because we have a lot of people coming in now that are looking at just doing customer acquisition, where they're excited about giving away their app, they're excited about promoting the $20 membership, and they don't want to talk about the business opportunity. That comes later. After someone's in and they're inside their back office, we'll present to them ways to earn income. But as far as like the front end, and especially with like the nonprofits, that was one thing where they just wanted a pure fundraiser where they're just pushing the product. So so Sandra, does that help where you can find that to
One more last question and then I go. I know I shared it with a few people and they take a look at it, but all they were saying to me that all the shopping, like the restaurant and like gas station and oil changer, they were more geared to the US. Are we gonna start getting some more of Canadian businesses coming aboard?
Yeah, we're
Yes.
opening a Canadian office. Did you hear that earlier?
I think I missed that part because I walked away to grab
Yeah,
some.
they're shopping for an office. There'll be boots on the ground. The cities will
Toronto.
populate first. You'll have Toronto, Vancouver, Edmonton, and then it'll spread out all over the country and be just like here in the US.
You
Yeah.
also have killer travel deals. I built a massive travel company years ago. Canada was one of my biggest organizations. Everybody loves to travel there, up to 80% off. No one beats our travel prices. There's been millionaires made in this industry just in travel. You have that, two of the best travel portals in the world in your membership. You also have a shopping portal full of over 50,000 stores, I think more than that tons of them ship directly to Canada, and you can click a button and get cash back on all that shopping you're going to do anyway. There is tons, and get your bills reduced. You can upload your bills and also get those reduced in Canada. There's a ton right now in Canada, plenty of stuff. If the person that really wants to hustle and see this can make massive amounts of money, we're right there right now.
Yeah, and that's a good point, because I know that where we're going to be with Save Club like a year from now is like 70% international. Right now, we've got the United States is the number one consumer economy in the world. I happen to be based in Las Vegas, and the business development that's kind of come to me thus far is in these areas. But have put a major effort to go international. That's how we, with our offers we have coming from China, from India, Australia, and absolutely, Canada is a big focus. We started off with a nice group of Canadians. So the international push is 100% at the top of the business roadmap for me. And we're going to make those strides here with the app in Canada. That is a major investment and a major push to get that. So
Hey,
go ahead,
Charles,
Richard.
before we move on, we got to address something because Bruce brought it up and then Jay's asking about it. I don't want anybody to freak out. So the download for the 5 gets 5 works perfectly. It looks great. When you click on the learn button, and we'll fix it right after the Zoom, when you click on the learn button, it does have an extra HTTP, which is causing an error message. Charles will.
Yeah, we tested that. So on day, we tested that right before that. And I think it's with the Google browser is what is the issue there.
Okay, Bruce and
So
Jay are
It worked fine
Jay
for me.
said, I just updated my app and clicked on learn, but I'm getting the site can't be reached. I have also signed out and re-entered the info. Okay, you're not doing anything wrong, Jay. That's why I wanted to bring it up. We will look into it as soon as the Zoom's over. And thank you, Bruce, for messaging me as well.
But when I click learn on my app, if everybody can see my screen, when I click learn,
Should go to a website.
it
Okay,
goes
now click the blue button.
being directed. And we did this earlier and it went there.
Yeah, maybe it's certain phones.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
mine work too, but if
yeah,
anybody's
I put a note
family
on that.
can fix it.
I actually recorded it because that happened on my phone, and I recorded it and put through. Also, in that learn more area is going to be a full in the learn more area is going to be like a full explanation of what we're doing at Save Club. We're putting videos in there. That's brand new, guys. This just went live this morning, just to let you know. Like, I came in at like 5 this morning and the message was in there from the development team that's in Dubai. And they're like, hey, it's live, go. And so we tested it and figured out that learn more section. We're putting in a really cool, it's a dynamic area. So I can now go in there, add videos, add content, all that stuff.
Okay.
So
Well,
that's all coming. Now, here's the thing. When somebody, if you are a Save Club member or affiliate, it drops you to that learn more. When you click it, it drops you to the login page. If you're a pre-enrollee or a pre-customer, it drops you into the tour. So that's cool that you as you're prospecting, it just puts someone right back into the tour where they can go and upgrade. And so many of you that are looking at that, if you're an affiliate, you click it, it's going to bring in the login page. If you're a pre-enrollee with just the app, it puts you right into the sales funnel to upgrade as and become a member or affiliate.
okay. Yeah, just don't stress, guys. We'll look at it when the Zoom's over. Thank you, Bruce. And
Everybody else, real quick, Pete.
feedback is greatly appreciated, guys, on anything. Every experience, let us know. We want to make everything perfect. We're not perfect yet, but just get back to us with any feedback. We really appreciate it so we can
And
fix
everybody, we got to wish Charles a happy birthday today, man. It's the man, the myth, the legend birthday today. He's on here doing a webinar for all of you. So everybody, make sure we wish Charles a big happy birthday.
Thanks,
I'm
Dave.
like the person that does it at the restaurant when Charles doesn't want it and they come over and say.
Okay, Richard, David, thanks, Dave. Richard, go ahead.
Okay, I had it on mute. I have a question about the fundraising program. All right, you were talking about the possibilities of getting a list for fundraising organizations. I'm putting a program together and I'm sharing it with my daughter and my grandson. And we want to
Yeah.
work it as a team. And I have a
Yes.
CRM that I put together and emails that go out. So
Yeah,
is there a way that we can get a list? And the next question is anyone using cold emails for the marketing for the fundraising program? And is there any success with that?
We haven't done any cold outreach on the fundraising yet, just because it's a new program. We really wanted to have the people that come in like that. But yeah, Richard, if you're interested in reaching out to those organizations, here's a couple ideas that worked really well for people that were out there. So here's some marketing tricks or tips. On both Reddit and Facebook, and I'm sure there's other communities, there are groups of people that are running fundraisers. And you don't want to just go into those groups and start posting stuff. You want to ask, hey, is anyone that's running a nonprofit, is anybody doing a fundraiser? We're looking, tell me about what you're doing. And people will say, I'm doing a bake sale, or I did car wash, I'm trying this, or I'm trying that. And take a look at what they're doing. Go, okay, that's great. I'm looking at this, and then show them Save Club. So, you're not, if you go in and post in the group like ads or reels or something like that, you get kicked out and banned. Like, don't do that.
Right. What
Actually,
what I'm doing right now is I'm doing Google search for nonprofit organizations and regions, putting them in the database, and then I'm gathering all their contact information, making initial calls. If I cannot reach them with the initial call, then I'll send them an email as far as introducing our program. And I'm just looking for a way of doing a mass marketing instead of
sure.
picking at it, because it becomes very time consuming.
Yeah, and the thing is, the hardest part about that is finding the fundraising coordinator. I like to call them the
Yes.
champion. And so getting to that person, what I found is inside the groups that you're automatically dealing with that person. You're automatically connecting to the person because you're asking them who's running a fundraising for their nonprofit, or who's running a fundraising campaign right now, and they're basically saying, I am. You're like, oh, that's the exact person you talk to. So it cuts out all that trying to communicate with them and get through decision makers and to get to that person. They're already there, and then they're going to tell you, I'm doing this program, and they'll be like, oh wow. And it's actually, because they'll tell you they're doing a program, it's probably a low paying, low yielding, difficult program.
Yeah.
And if you just compare apples to apples, the Save Club program is much more beneficial.
Okay, just recapping what you're saying real fast, all right, it'd be better to go to Facebook groups, which I am very familiar with, and look for the Facebook groups that have nonprofit organizations and connect with them through messaging.
Yep. Yeah. And you're talking to people there. And Bruce, I like your strategy there with making videos and have people approach you. That organic content strategy works really well. It just sometimes takes longer to get that material out there, get it populated, and having people find you. But that's why we're here as a community, helping each other and bouncing off these types of ideas. Go ahead, Robert. I really want to get to as many people as we can here because we're already at an hour.
Happy birthday, Charles, first.
Thank you.
A link to calendar, please. The one that we've got at the moment, it says it's out of date. To your calendar.
Okay. Yeah.
That's all right, please. And then the second one, David beat me to it, asking about the videos. But could we get access to all the videos in there? There's one for Averderm, one for the beauty, and one for the travel.
Yeah. We have. If you don't know, we have Vimeo.
I've been trying to help him with that, but there was one that I could not find. I'm sorry, Robert.
Okay.
Well, Dubs will have to find the raw video for me.
Which one?
Yeah. Well,
Which one was it that we couldn't find, Robert?
Well, I've just gone through Averderm, beauty, and the travel. Last week we got access to the health one, but it's the other three that we can't get into. I was told to get into Vimeo, and I would access them all, but I've become a member and I still can't access. I can't see the others.
Okay, we'll try to update that or send you the raw ones because you and I are in a chat together. So
that's right. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. Okay, and getting a ton of birthday messages. Thank you, guys. That's very nice. Happy birthday, Charles. Hey, Fran. Before we go to Queen Hajar, Fran said we have a couple travel engines, but when you say we have 9 or 10, do you want to elaborate on that, Charles? What that means?
Yeah. So inside the back area. So when you go into like the My Deals area and you look at that travel portal, it's all there's 6 of them consolidated into that one set. So when you do a search, it goes through different models that are out there on the internet. And you can kind of think of it like it's not exactly like this because they're travel portals, but it's like, think about if you were to do a search at Yahoo, Bing, Edge, Google, and Ask Jeeves or something, like different search engines. And then it pulls all that information and then displays what's there. So you'll notice this is if you go in and you're searching up like a hotel, it's going to populate those hotels in there, and it's going to put the best deals, but you might see the same hotel twice. So if you go do like a search and you type in Hilton Las Vegas, and then it'll show you the Hilton Las Vegas, it'll show you one price, they'll show you other Las Vegas hotels and stuff. But then when you get to like page 5, you'll see the Hilton again at a higher price. You're like, what is that? That's the next best deal at the Hilton on the other travel portal. And so it takes all the information and just puts it into the search there. And then additionally, as we have our elite travel upgrade, this is private inventory. So now these guys go out and they pre-purchase hotels, they pre-purchase stays. That's why you can find these amazing deals. So if you're like searching, I need to stay at the Hilton Las Vegas. Well, the Hilton Las Vegas, that might not be the best deal, but the private inventory, maybe these guys went out and they bought all this inventory. They pre-book per quarter, like they're going to buy 180 nights at Las Vegas at this other place, and they got this crazy deal there. And so when you're flexible and you're looking through there, and so that itself is its own travel portal of private inventory. And then we've got our vacation resorts, where we've got vacation resorts, and then we've got tours. Each one of these is an additional portal. So there's 9 different things that we're using to congregate deals. And so as you search through and you get them all there, and as we're out and we go look at the travel industry, well, most people, they use 1 or 2 of these, and that's how they build their travel product. I said, well, yeah, the best deal might be available on that one that day, but tomorrow it might not be. But when we're comparing all of them together and then congregating them together inside the search, then we're going to get the best deal displayed to you more of the time. Does that make sense?
Yes. Christy asked if it's ready now. Yes, it's available now. You can upgrade right now. Okay, Queen Hajar, you're up.
Thank you. Happy birthday, Charles, and thank you for all that you do and the great support of Pete, David, and Matthew. One of my questions was answered, the update of the Give 5, Get 5, but I'm still wondering about the fundraiser. When I have given an organization my link, if they use my link, are they linked to me if they go on and sign up?
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
it's important that when people come, if you're enrolling a fundraiser, have them come through the fundraising landing page first. You can find that in my websites area. And then when they put in their name and email and phone number, they're locked in. And then when they fill out the application, there's also a double check, because when we know their email address, then if that account gets upgraded, it's tied to you up through the landing page. But we also have them put their name in there as well, like who referred you, and they'll either put your name or your email address or something. So we have an identifier there. But I've not upgraded any nonprofits or anything that aren't attached to somebody. So it's working so far. Like 100% of the referrals that have come in are attached to a person, and we've got it right. So I think it's going to work long term.
Okay, cool.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Queen Hajar. Patricia's up next. Pastor Freeman in the chat wants to know, does this product work in Africa? And my answer would be that you can do the travel from Africa. You can, possibly, I think he's asking about fundraisers too.
What country? Africa's a big continent.
That's true. He didn't really elaborate.
Yeah.
Let's see if he elaborated. Yeah, you can elaborate in the chat. We'll get back to that. Let's go to Patricia while we wait. Hold on, let me unmute her.
I was wondering if there's any way y'all can get us some PEMF mats or some red light therapy at a good price. Maybe you can reach out to Jonathan Otto, OTTO. And even if we could just get a coupon code that works all the time, that would be a good product that would be for the benefits of the members.
It's funny you say that, Patricia, because someone mailed me one of those $1,000 PEM things to try to recruit me. And I went and looked online, and they're only like $200. So we probably, if that was something that Charles decided was popular enough, we could probably source them for
I
about
did.
80% cheaper than they're
Well,
selling them in the MLM.
yeah, well, I did see in the shopping portal there are like red light therapy masks and devices and stuff. I'm not sure if that
Do
company
you want the one
sells
you put your
masks.
feet on? Which one are you referring to,
No,
Patricia?
it was a store in the shopping portal.
Okay.
There's 58,000 stores there. So I'm sure the discount, maybe 5-10%.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying, and bring those people to me. I'll negotiate them a deal and we'll put them in the exclusive deals area.
Right. Which one do you want, Patricia? Which kind? The one you put your feet on, that you lay on? What?
The one you laid on, and also they have a panel you sit in front of, and then they got the red light therapy belt. Also, they got all kind of products that
Yeah.
helps with your health, and when you're going through cancer, it helps bring the body back.
Okay, well, we
Said
can
John
probably
Otto.
find
Okay.
all that stuff.
I'll take a look. Here's the thing. So in an example like this, and this goes for anything, guys. There was a competing network marketing company that came out and they launched an NAD product and they got all this excitement. Oh, we're doing NAD. Oh, we're doing NAD. So I looked at their product and said, okay, this is a okay product. Let's go find a better one that's a better value. And I basically turned on the magnet, the traction magnet, and I got multiple NAD products that showed up on my doorstep. And I'm like, great, I'm going to get these in here and we're going to go compete head to head with this company that's selling $120 bottles. And we're going to bring out a better product in liquid, in capsules, in drinks. So now we got more variety at a way lower price. Okay, great. You're not stuck with, overpriced product coming from one source. Now, I've sourced many. So same thing with a mat. Now that it's kind of in the ether here, we'll probably end up with a mat. But I'm also very open to doing those conversations. I just opened up my calendar for 2 more weeks. Thanks for alerting me that was expired. Just charlesmui.com, and you can go in and book a time. That's a great way to introduce products to me. And then I'm about like a 95% closer. If I talk to the brand owner or whatever, I basically discover what their product is, what they plan for an advertising budget, and say, great, you're saying if you're selling a mat for $1,000, your customer acquisition cost is $300. Okay, give that to us as a discount, and then we'll work with them, apply the technology, and get the coupon or the direct link to buy the product at a discount there in place, because it's a win for them. Like, they're gonna take the equivalency of their advertising budget and give it to Save Club members as a discount, and we'll bring them customers. So that's how that would work. So yeah, I'm open to that. I can't instantly conjure up a relationship to a mat, but you say John Otto. I bet if I talk to that guy, we could get a deal.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Colleen,
you're up.
Hey guys, nice to see you again. Just a question for Charles. We had a meeting with a guy that's got all the data for the nonprofit.
Yeah.
Do you remember, Charles, where we had that meeting?
Yeah, let's get with him.
Yeah, he keeps emailing me to say what's happening.
Let's talk to him immediately. Colleen, I got your name written right here. Colleen fundraiser list. I was like,
okay.
So after you mentioned that,
awesome.
yeah, let's do it. Let's get that list going. So this was a list. Their company has been developing relationships since 1993, and they have every registered nonprofit, their directors, their addresses, the titles of the people at the company, like all the stuff. And we looked into that, and Colleen, I kind of just left it hanging, but let's work on it. I mean, that's
okay. Awesome.
There's a demand for it. I'd like to get a sample list from him. I think he offered like 1,500 pieces.
Yeah,
of data.
I did email it to you.
Well, we have it.
Yeah, I did email it to you, and I never heard back, and I copied him in. So that's why
I'm so sorry, Colleen.
me.
I didn't see that. Please dig up that again and send it to me. Well, look at that. Problem
Sure.
solved. Talk about instantly conjuring stuff up. We got a list already. So yeah, I know he mentioned he was going to send something. I honestly didn't see it. I get about 300 messages a day. And so, sometimes things fall through the cracks.
I'll send it again. And I'll copy.
Hey, but you got a new
so
assistant starting, right? That'll help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you can have his email. I'll copy his email, and you can deal with him directly as well.
Okay. Well, there we go. We'll have some nonprofit data here to work with. Okay, Billy, go ahead.
Yeah,
Oh, we've got on.
can
There you go. Yes, sir.
second to click the unmute, but then lower my hand. I just I want to say I get nervous. I'm sorry. I got stroke brain, so y'all bear with me. Anyway, I've got a couple of questions. I had the app for Savers Club before y'all got together.
Yeah.
And it worked when I had them, but when I tried to download it through the app or through the back office, it didn't work for me for a couple of weeks. I couldn't even get in there to link my cards again. And this was before you and them became partners. Okay, but I've been I talked to our support group, our support people.
Okay.
And they kind of give me an idea on how to overcome this problem. And I wanted to say something because I didn't know if anybody else was having that same problem. I had to go in and change my whole operating systems on my phone.
Does your app currently, Billy, when you get into the app, does it show the Save Club logo and name?
No, it's still that little blank blue and light blue cards. And then when you click on that, it's supposed to open up the old app.
Billy, yeah, we got to get so how you do that. If you do have because the Save Club version of the app is like infinitely more powerful than the Savers app. Because we have all the sharing and the compensation plan and all of our stuff and all of our upsells, it's all that in there. So the easiest way to do that, Billy, is you have to email. You can do it right from the app. There's support inside the app, but use the support inside the app and say, hey, I'm with the wrong version of the app. Please switch me over, and they'll switch you over. And so you've got to email them because they don't know, and I don't have the power to switch it like that.
But they explained to me how to change my operating system. So I
okay,
went in there.
Okay, Billy, I'm aware of what your problem is. I'll look into that. It's literally
we'll
one email to the right person, and they just click it over.
One more question. I have a restaurant here in Gatesville, Texas. Now, Gatesville is a little bitty town. We ain't got a whole bunch of nothing. Hell, we don't even have a Whataburger. So, anyway, barbecue joint here in town. I was in the barbecue joint for the Monday's webinar, and I had you on my phone. I was talking to people about it. I mean, but what I'm trying to do is set up a deal. How do I get the restaurant to be when somebody does the zip code search, looking for stuff? How do I get them in there?
Yeah, so we've set up some people with the ability to onboard businesses, but it's not something that I really want to open up because it's a lot of work to onboard a business. So if you have like local businesses, then you want to onboard them. It's there's a training process, and you can get with the businesses and enroll them. And the businesses can take part in what's going on as far as being a vendor inside of the app. They pay $200 for 2 years inside the app. So the owner of the barbecue restaurant would pay $200, and then 2 years they'll be featured in the app. Plus, they're giving the discount to the customer. So there is an onboarding there. It's not something that I've opened up to everybody because it doesn't build residual income. It doesn't do a lot. It's kind of like a favor to get a business set up, but we have a team that's working crazy. I mean, we're over 20,000 restaurants inside of the app now. So it's going to continue, to grow. And so, yeah, I would say it might be a favor to the restaurant, but ultimately not where we want to focus our energies for business building. But if you do, for some reason, anybody has, you do think you've got a way to bring on a whole bunch of businesses, you can do that, and just know when the business pays $200 to join, there's $100 direct commission, but it's just paid that one time. And so it's, again, not something we want to focus on, but I don't want to turn that on yet. It is available. We're already doing so much to take people's attention and go onboard businesses. I don't think it's a good business itself to do that. But there are people out there that go sell businesses all day and make $100 a piece. But I think what we're doing here with Save Club is much more scalable and a different business model. Go ahead, Bruce.
We'll get there.
All right. Yeah, I just unmuted. I got one question and a suggestion. So the question is, how is the AI follow-up coming?
So our AI, I've been having one long drawn out saga here with our development team to get this right. And so they've been telling me for, like the last month that, they're on these last bug fixes, and, I'm becoming exceedingly more anxious to get that live. So, we're impending right now of, what it's going to take to turn that live. I know it's like 99% along the way. I mean, we've been working on it now for like 5 months. And so, what was refreshing is, we spoke to another team with one of our travel partners. He's been developing his AI. He's over a year, maybe closer to a year and a half into his whole thing. And so we got to, talk about our different woes and what the issues are when setting up AI to communicate with customers and do prospecting and all that. So it's coming, Bruce, and that will be maybe that'll be my birthday present today. Maybe they hit me back and they say we're ready for the next going live phase. But it's been quite the development.
Okay, all right. So up in the air, but it's getting there.
Yeah, it is being worked on weekly, and I get weekly reports of where we're at. And sometimes with development, it's not like you can't just put more people on it. You can't just throw more resources at it. There becomes a choke point, and until they work that out, we're stuck.
Yeah, I understand. My son's a coder, so he speaks another language that I don't understand, but I see the problems and the domino effect from one thing that changes everything down the line.
It's new technology. It's a new platform, the micro, and it's an enterprise level platform. So it's not like, it's when you make a change on the big level platform like that, it can have cascading effects. And so as you work on one area, it could cause an issue somewhere else. I am going to jump all over that. I mean, it's I wish you could see our thread of just the back and forth of, how much work has gone into that. And I'm just doing my communications. That's not even what happens on all their internal development threads. So there's been a lot.
Yeah, but the reality is you could have built something rudimentary months ago. You wanted to do something that's never been done before, and it takes a lot of work, and it'll be worth it. But it was a big project, so it'll in the end it's going to be mind blowing. But we got to wait for it to be. We also got to make sure it works right.
Yeah, and so as I continue to demonstrate, I've always taken the stance of an innovative entrepreneur. So doing something that hasn't been done, being the tip of the spear, identifying an area that is going to be hyper growth, and then going into that. I did that with cryptocurrency back in 2016, 2017. I did that with the hemp industry. I did that initially with cannabis going 20 years ago, affecting laws and changing stuff. So I look at an industry that's going to be hyper growth, and then we're going to get in there and we're going to innovate. Because if you're not right at the tip of the spear doing something, then you're missing the opportunity. And so, when I drew out what I needed the AI to do from a prospecting, follow-up, calling role, I looked at different softwares out there. We talked to teams that were doing it like in a call center fashion, but having it work through an entire global MLM scalable system was something different. And so it's not just like, and it's like, if you're going to implement like a calling system for yourself, you could probably do that. Like, get leads, put it in a system, have the AI call for you, have it like set an appointment. That stuff's out there, but it's expensive. And you got to feed it with data, you got to do all that. And there's still a lot of bugs, a lot of stuff to work out. Now imagine that, but then doing it knowing that we're going to have 100,000 or 1 million affiliates part of the company. And so that's why we had to select a platform that was robust enough and fast enough to do it. I hear these companies, they go, oh, our system can make 1,000 calls at a time. I'm like, great, we can do 100,000 calls at a time. We're on the most robust platform in the world for AI. I mean, it's a $1 billion platform with Microsoft Copilot and the 365 platform. I mean, they closed Skype over it. Like
Right.
this is
Right.
the new VoIP system that knocked out Skype.
So it'll be powerful once it's up and running.
Yeah.
So
It'll
we've got
work
that to
too
look
is the
forward
important
to.
thing. It'll work.
Yeah.
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 That's the
And
important
guys,
part.
and part of it was it's included in your affiliate fee, you know, where it's like, you know, we're going to have these tools built in and just be native to the Powerline marketing system and our marketing system that's already in place. And, you know, there's not going to be this credits system. I mean, when you get into doing AI calling, you have to keep uploading credits. And every single call, every single text message, every single response just chews up those credits. So before you know it, you're out there prospecting thinking you're going to save money by not having employees, but you've got this like running bill on your marketing. It's just, I don't know. I didn't want that. You know, this is a business that you can run and operate for $300 a year. Like we're sticking to that.
We appreciate you, Bruce, very much. Well, just so David,
one other thing.
Go ahead, Bruce.
So I have a suggestion or a request to add an additional weekly training call on how to use the savings with a live Q&A for all the people who don't have the time to go through all the training drops and all that. Most networkers are part-time. They work 9 to 5. They commute. They got families. So they need something simplified. And if there's a weekly call, either on a Tuesday or Thursday or this time on a Saturday, where people can come on and ask a specific question, and then we can show them online, this is where you go. Because most people, they see 58,000 stores and they're already lost.
Yeah, we need that, Bruce. That's good. I've been saying that. Me and Dave have been talking about that. Charles is super busy, but me and Dave want to do like some live stuff. Stress test our current services, make sure they work the way, you know, they're supposed to, good customer experience. I'm with you on that. And that actually leads into what David was saying in the chat here. David said in the UK, when's the app going to be there? So of course, the UK, I stayed in the UK for a month. They love to shop over there with Harrods and Oxford Street and everything. We definitely want to be in the UK. We don't have a set date right now for the app, but that's certainly a big target. But you can, David, go shop in our 58,000 stores. Book travel. You can do the elite travel. You can book travel. You can, you know, Charles, there's no reason we can't do fundraising and stuff in the UK, right? There's a lot of stuff we can do.
Yeah, I'm already working with the team. Yeah, I'm already working with the team out there. Yeah, they're doing live meetings. By the way, if you're in the UK, they got live meetings on Tuesdays and Thursday nights, and so we're working there. We're working with bringing on like the Opportunity Village or the Opportunity Centers that are government sponsored to bring prospects in and whatnot. So yeah, we're like I feel some of the fastest ways to open up like unique markets, like a country in Africa or UK or Finland or something, is identifying the products that are there that are being sold and drop shipped, and then creating exclusive deals directly with those groups. So I'm getting real efficient in doing this, and we're going to see a cascade of awesome products just entering the exclusive deal section. So we've already started mocking out a whole mall for the back end. And we did it with the shopping portal, and that was a big undertaking. I'm doing it again with the exclusive deals. But just being able to have these high quality, very referable products. Like we got the big name brands. That's great. But one of the key things for referral marketing is you want something new. Like people don't want to be like, hey, have you ever heard of Macy's? Or hey, have you ever heard of Best Buy? No, they want to be like, hey, have you ever heard of the benefits of peptides? And we got them here in like safe, natural nanotechnology. So okay, Deborah, go ahead.
Hi. First of all, happy birthday, Charles. That's so exciting.
Yeah,
And there's like, what, 120 people on here. And I would like for collectively all of us to wish for your birthday that we get this up and running and that it works and that it's better than anything out there. And that's my wish, my happy birthday wish for you. So,
Okay, I unmuted everybody. If you guys want to give a big shout out, happy birthday, Charles. Let's
Happy
go.
birthday,
Charles.
Happy birthday, Charles. You're the
Birthday,
best.
Charles.
Happy birthday, Charles.
Birthday. Happy birthday.
My gift to you is I won't sin.
Happy birthday, Charles.
That's
Happy
awesome.
birthday to
Look at all
you.
these cakes.
Happy
Thanks.
birthday, Charles.
Can say.
Happy
Thank you.
30th, Charles.
Yeah,
Very
right.
nice. Very nice. Okay. Are you good, Deborah? Ellen, you're up.
okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so my question,
Oh, you had a
what I'd
question.
like to ask Charles is, I met with you on August the 21st for our first call,
Yeah.
and I had brought up my fundraiser with Tim Tebow, and
Yes.
in 2 days, the 15th, I mean, thankfully, I have my whole kit from last year,
Yeah.
but we start the fundraising from now until the big event on February the 13th. So
Yes.
I have not found anybody to help me with my with this fundraising, in our organization. I've
Yeah.
reached out to a couple of people, but that's too scary or too big for them or whatever. So is there anybody you can recommend or anybody on here doing a fundraiser that would like to, work with me with this?
Yeah, Deborah, I just opened up my calendar again right now. So let's book a call.
Okay, I've contacted you 3 or 4 times email with no response. I've tried different ways. So
Yeah,
I
get
will.
get on my calendar. That's the best way.
Okay.
Again, Charles has a
guide
new
me to-
assistant starting, so don't worry.
Okay, that's great. I
Good
know
things
you
are
do.
coming.
Yeah, I know.
I can attest to the fact that I try to get up early. He's already up every day, so he's
Yeah, I'm up
doing
at
that.
5.
If only he had been twins, is all we can hope for, right?
Right.
James, you're up, buddy.
Or
James Gibson. Oh, I think Ellen.
Oh, yeah.
Ellen's first. I'm
Hey,
sorry. Go
Charles.
ahead, Ellen.
Thank you. I
Oh, go
appreciate
ahead,
that.
Ladies
So
first. Sorry.
thank you for all that you do for us. It's just amazing what you've created here. The only weak link I'm finding is the support system. I'm having a hard time getting support to respond. Are you aware of that issue, or
it really depends on the question. So our support woman, Erin, she doesn't have all the answers, and so she's the first line of taking information in, and if she doesn't know what to say or do, then she pushes it to either our compliance department or somewhere else. But yeah, that's definitely an area. I want to.
Yeah, because nothing comes back at all, and for weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where you're emailing what support at
safeclub.com. Yeah.
Okay.
So just a side, but everything else is amazing.
Okay. Yeah, let me dive in there. Are they coming from you?
Yeah.
Another thing, Charles, that the AI is going to help with. The AI.
Yeah, it's a lot of it though. Yeah, I agree that will on some base stuff, but a lot of times it's like there's going to be things that are going to be unique situations, and people need to at least get a response in an hour. Like it's not okay. So yeah, thanks. Report that tattletale on all this stuff and bring all this information to me, because until like the squeaky wheel gets the grease right here, and if we need to make changes in customer service, like I will do that. Absolutely.
Also, honestly, when you pay out 80.5%, you have to obviously keep it light.
We can make it happen. Support is a critical thing that I don't want to compromise on that. I mean, if there's anything we need to do well, it's communication and support. Now, it is difficult because we are global, so we get all these questions coming in, and a question that's being answered in Canada is going to be answered differently in Africa and this and that. So there is kind of a learning curve to that. And I'll tell you, anytime I launch something new or we launch something new, I get like 50 messages of like, when's it coming to Ghana? And I'm like, it's not. It's like we're having to phase all that in. So I can imagine there'll be some issues there. But yeah, I hear you loud and clear, Ellen. I put it on my to-do list here. I'm gonna research this and we'll tighten the screws on support.
Yeah, just real quick question. In the fundraising piece, the promotion has always been you can get a free annual membership and so on, and you've been kind of going through a walkthrough process with fundraisers. And I was wondering if there's a certain size of organization that you're paying that membership for, and then I heard Deborah talk about getting help with a fundraiser. So sometimes they're not working with you or whoever to sort of formulate with that group as to how they do that. So there were some questions about what our promises are to them as they enter their information to want to be part of this.
Yeah, David. So the key thing when bringing on a fundraiser candidate is that there is a champion, a fundraising coordinator who has the authority to both accept money for the organization and has a way of marketing. Now, I'm not discriminating on size, because if a group comes in and they're just a small organization, like let's look at a kids sports team. So let's say if it's a kids sports team and it's like a soccer team or like a football team, hockey team, whatever, there might only be like 40 people there, like adults or whatever. That's fine. That's a good way to get us started. But they've got to have a dedicated way of communicating with these people and getting it going. So that's like one of the criteria there. Now, there's also organizations that have lists of millions, and the larger the organization and the more dedicated that fundraiser coordinator or that fundraising department is, the more resources that we'll put in that direction. So that's kind of a loaded question. I can't make custom landing pages and full-on videos and campaigns for a minor league hockey team. But for the March of Dimes, I mean, we'll build them a whole website. We'll do a whole campaign.
That was sort of my point. I mean, your schedule's so busy and everything that I just thought if we're getting them to put the information into the form with the promise that they will get their annual membership free and that they'll get some consultation, I don't think that's something that you're going to have time to do that for every little organization or even to talk to them. And so we, as the one that got them to refer, would have to provide that support in some way. And if they were a small organization, like you said, they're not sophisticated in doing this, so they're probably going to need even more help, even though the impact is going to be less. So,
well, we built. David, have you seen the fundraising onboarding materials?
I think I've glanced through it. I haven't looked at it for a bit, but yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll put these up. There'll be a yeah, let me write that down. So we built some fundraising materials.
Yeah, I saw there was like a hard copy handout or something, and
yeah. There's a whole drive folder. Yeah, there's a whole drive folder, and it's like pre-written communications.
Okay, awesome.
So that once somebody gets started, it'll be there. And that's maybe something else that we got to do. I have the list of all the Save Club affiliates and the fundraising coordinators. Maybe that's something that we do a special, live Q&A where we coordinate something and just say, come on board. We're gonna work with you on launching your campaign. We'll give a live example, and everybody can learn. If they got questions, they can add in there.
Yeah, and I think that'd be really, really helpful. I think sometimes when you get into something like this that's a little more involved, that having sort of a checklist or a step-by-step or a training or something, so that you aren't shouldering the responsibility, and we can all get better at it on our own.
Yeah, definitely. And that's a whole key point there is, rising up the leadership and getting the people through a training, because it'll get easier over time. One of our fundraising coordinators, affiliates with Safe Club, he's got so much experience. He's been doing it since the 90s, and he's run over 28,000 events. And man, he's got it nailed down. But man, the way that his relationship, the way he talks with the nonprofits, like he understands their ins and outs and all their issues. I'm learning a lot from him, and he's actually guiding us on materials and ideas. And so, any information that we get, we're gonna bring that into our knowledge base, and we'll get better at it over time.
Well,
Monica, go ahead.
to your credit, I was just going to say, I'm really glad that you got involved in that way and have gone through all these bumps and bruises of trying to learn this, because I think it makes it much better in terms of supporting us. Because you're obviously not a nonprofit guy. I've done nonprofits, but I appreciate the fact that you've dedicated the energy to really get your own head around this, because it'll produce a better product.
He is super passionate about it. Thank you, David. We'll give James one more try, and then Monica's asking where she can find the onboarding for the fundraising.
Again, happy birthday, Charles. Can y'all hear me now?
We can. Loud and clear. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll call you about the other one, but it's I don't know which big nonprofit you guys are looking at, but it's a website called greatnonprofits.org. Got every nonprofit in the U.S. on it. And when you go to that site, they got all their contact information, email address, everything. Number two.
Oh boy. James, you're back in the tunnel, buddy. No, you'll have to call Charles, buddy. Okay, so Colleen, thank you. She answered. I think there's some good fundraising stuff in the Blitz 90, if I recall.
There is, but it's going to be in the drops. I'm looking at the drops folder now.
Okay.
And I'll make sure that it's in our content drop.
Someone suggested that we label the drops better, which I think is a good suggestion too.
Yeah, I know. We got the dates. Yeah, we've heard that before. So yeah, that's definitely.
And in response to earlier, I agree. Maybe we need to add another customer service person to really look into that. Thank you for the feedback. Sorry for the delay for the lady. And yeah.
Cool.
I guess that's it, huh, Charles? That's all the questions?
Yeah, no, we're here like an hour, 40 minutes. So thanks everybody for hanging out. We still got like 111 people here at the end. Okay, thanks everybody. Yeah, get in there with the Get 5 Give 5. That's it. That's everything's connected there, and that was a lot of development, and now let's fly it. I want to give away as many $5 bills as we possibly can.
I love our Monday Zooms. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Charles. Happy birthday, Charles. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. It's really special.
Have a great week. Let's rock.